Hello, it's Vicki LaRoe from Modern Jewelry Makers. This is a quick video. I haven't made a video in a very long time, but I just wanted to be able to share and show some of these chain styles and along with some jewelry they were made in. I'm going to send an email out, another email today that kind of highlights why these chains are really special and important. And of course they're on sale, but there's only a small amount of them. This very high quality chain will not be available going forward. Many of these designs have been completely discontinued, but the manufacturer that I have used for 30 years retired. They're using a new facility to fabricate, and I've received those new chains in, and the quality is not exactly the same. This, though, is what we call old stock, dead stock, new old stock, whatever. Anything that you have remaining from the bead factory you purchased a long time ago, that's the same quality. Again, I can explain more of that in the email, but a video, again, I just want to point out some of the styles. And so something like a little bar link, this is one of my favorites for a simple chain, especially when you're layering it or mixing them together. I love that little bar in between there. I always thought that was really special. Many little dainty links, a little kinked chain, so sparkly. That's really pretty. I love this little mirror link. Same thing. It's just one of my favorite ones to kind of layer. This bicycle Rolo is one of those that you're not going to be able to find, anymore. And it's a tricky chain to use. We used it primarily for our beautiful bling bracelets. Right, for this design, it worked great for that. This textured rope style, it's not really a rope like a twisted rope. There's 3 links that are shiny and 3 that are textured. And it's just the way they are layered together that makes them look like it's a twisted rope, but it's not. It's just really elegant, a very pretty piece. These little flat diamond links, very standard, link, but very pretty. I use them a lot for my charm bracelets, but sorry, my dog is eating in the background. But I also use it primarily for extension chains for my necklaces, right? It's just a great size and works really well for most hook clasps. This little cable link, also just a nice basic to have in your collection. I use that for also our little charm, our little dancing charms. In fact, all these little charms are on our sale as well. I use the same one for the necklace, very cute. The rhinestone cup chains, you'll always be able to find rhinestone chains, right? There's nothing seemingly special about them. However, these are prong set. They're not glued. Most rhinestone chains, I would argue any other rhinestone chain you find, they're glued in. These are prong set. The difference is the look. It looks like real jewelry, because it is. It just has a better look to it. It looks more high-end, more high quality because it is. It's also an expandable link. See, as I push those together or pull them apart, they're done that way because it allows you to do many different kinds of designs. You're almost never going to just put a clasp on the end and wear it like this because there's a front and a back to it. You're almost always going to be weaving this into a different design, into fabric, something like that. And so to have those options of how to lay it or where it falls is really important for a lot of designs. Again, with our beautiful bling, right? That's how that leather goes in between there with it pulled all the way apart. But I also use that cup chain, little pieces kind of here and there, right? I love this earring. You could use any little dainty chains for the back, but you have to have that little rhinestone chain in the front to make it work, right? And sorry, the sun is going down, so it's a little dark. Same thing. I love this little, looks like a little wedding dress to me over the tassel, right? This little lariat has the chain, cup chain in the tassel, just adds a little sparkle. All very, very pretty. These little crystal links, Discontinued, very pretty. I love them. You can wear these just like that, or you can take them apart, which I often did. There's a couple little earrings, right, that I can use just one, and that I use that same little chain, that little dainty link chain, or just a little row of them, and then I use one of the other shapes on the bottom of that. If you had the little dangle cluster chain, it kind of looked like this, but this one's been pilfered. It was a lot more full than that, right? Because I took all the little pieces off and I used them to dangle off the bottom of things. This larger link chain, I have a few feet in gold left. This is just a little piece of silver. This comes apart. It makes gorgeous little separate components that I use all the time, but it's also lovely on its own. My very, very favorite chain that I am most sad about is my textured oval. It might look seemingly kind of plain, but these little links come apart. It's not shiny, it's not matte. It has a lovely little texture to it, and they come apart. I use them in place of a jump ring when I can. They're not, you can't open and close them many times like a jump ring, but they're just prettier. So this is one of my favorite necklace pieces. The little gunmetal sections are that oval chain, and even these big links are from the other big link, the chain I just showed you, right? So pretty. All these little components are also on our sale, but they are linked together by the little, silver ovals, right? That's what holds them all together and gets everything to lay right. Right? So pretty. It's our crystal windows, all linked together with that little, oval. Even I love doing them with big hoop earrings. There's 4 of them here. This one allows something to drop into the hoop. 2 of them. The other 2 gold ones pull the larger hoop away, so there's space. And then the top one allows the ear wire to face the right direction. Right? It's so pretty. You could use jump rings. It wouldn't have the same effect or look at all. This is something similar for a pendant. This just uses 3 of them. Right? So I just love the way it looks. So I use it so many ways. I couldn't even grab all the jewelry that I use it for. So I will miss it a lot. Here's a little bracelet. We have some of the paperclip chain available. So and that little toggle. There's some of those little clusters. And lastly, I just wanted to point out, even though I don't have it available, a little 5mm textured Rolo that we'd use for our Cartier cuff, which is was one of our most popular classes and designs. I used it also with the garland. Those little links come apart, but it's a very pretty textured Rolo, right? Seemingly nothing special. However, that's like one of the links that when it came in after the company had been sold, they're just not the same. And if you've made that Cartier cuff before, now I'm going to have a hard time finding a good example. You need a lot of space in the link itself, in the oval. So even if the links are the same size, there's not as much room inside of the link to get to cross and weave the beading chain through. So it's just things like that were just not up to par, and other things too. So this is the last of that stock. It's available online. If you're on our customer email list, you'll get an email that with the links that explain a little more of these details. But I just want you to know what you're buying and to be able to grab the last of what's available while you can, and also any old stock that you have to be able to know its quality. And again, on the website and in the chain listing, it also explains the metal contents and things like that, so I don't have to take up more time here because we're almost at 10 minutes and I tried to make this as short as possible. Anyway, it's good to be back. I have more videos coming. Thank you so much for watching. Please sparkle brightly like the star that you are. Mwah. Peace.